stump, seeing his leg stump being uprooted. What a bowling. Very, very well bowled.
Wickets gone down for
एक चक्कर साथ चले जाना.
after being hit for 2 consecutive sixes. There was that ball. Getting that wicket off Arnav Sinha. So we will be taking 2 runs. 13 runs, 15 runs have already come off this over. A good over for Dumka, but that very important wicket of that's the last wicket, and how his leg stump just got uprooted. And what a bowling from this man.
In fact, the bowler knew, the team, Raji team knew the importance of having Arnav out. He was the one man who could single-handedly taken Dumka to near the victory. Now it is, he was the mainstay. But there are batsmen in the team who can score runs quickly. So after 3 overs, it's 28 for 2. Run rate is okay, but 2 wickets that have gone 1 for 2, 2 for 26.
And we were very excited after that wicket. There was a huge shout in the commentary box.
Being the commentator, you've got to be impartial.
Yes, I'll try to be impartial from now on. I'm not partial, you couldn't call me partial, but yes, it's a do-or-die match, and everybody wants Ranchi to qualify after this good performance of 162 for 6 in their batting in the first innings. So I think if they go on to qualify for the semis, it will be well deserved from here. So Shikhar Mohan will come in to bowl his second over. Alok Sharma and Mohit Kumar are on the crease from Tumka Daredevils. Now run pace will be a little slower than before. That's a wide.
Being a left-arm spinner, can't afford to bowl outside the leg stump to give wides.
So the required run rate is 8.06. That's what Dumka will require every over from here to go and successfully complete the run chase of 163 runs. Gently playing it on the so just a dot delivery. Mohit Kumar, right-handed batsman. So that's the way how you actually play a spinner when the ball is keeping low and it's not flighted, and once you get that room, you go off to hit it for a big shot. Very well beaten. Good bowling from Shikhar Mohan in his second over. And 133 runs will now be needed for Dumka to go ahead and win this match from 96 balls, 96 deliveries remaining.
From 16 overs, 133 runs needed for Dumka to win this match, and one good over, the last one, giving away only 1 run, and that too as a wide, so the run rate, required run rate jumps. It's more than 8 runs per over when they started, but it has gone much more than that. Left arm spinner bowling and well forward. Manishi is always a very accurate bowler. Look at his economy rate, 4.96, and he has taken 11 wickets. Attempting the batsman to go for that drive.
Driving that ball to the offside just for a single. and 2 very early wickets for Dumka Daredevils have put pressure on them. From here, going for 8 runs and over will not be easy. In every over, getting 8 runs will not be easy. There will be some bowlers who will put pressure on the batsmen and not letting them score any runs.
And after the wicket of Arnav, straightway Dumka are on the back foot. This one played beautifully between the two fielders. 2 runs easily taken. Just past the inner ring or square at the wicket at the square leg. Played to the one shot. In fact, the batsman ran one shot. We'll love to see that. Wow. So only 1 run has been allowed. 33. And now it is one more single. So.
And with every dot ball, your asking rate will increase, putting more pressure on the batsman there. And once they go on to release that pressure by playing a shot, they get dismissed.
Or trying to drive the ball, he came forward and had him almost at no place to. Only 4 runs coming up the last over. So the required run rate once again jumps after 5 overs, 34 runs scored, needing 163 to win this match. So almost 130 runs needed. In fact, 129 of 15 overs.
Yes. And so the openers back into the dugout, Arnav Sinha and Supriya Chakravarti. We have Mohit and Alok on the crease, and Shikhar Mohan has been brought back into his 3rd over. So this is the last over of the power play. After that, there will be fielding restrictions. No fielding restrictions. Good bowling from this young lad so far. He's the state, he's under 16 state team member for Jharkhand. It's really good to see how these young boys coming up with such good talent and competing with really experienced players in this tournament. So, future of cricket, I think, is in very good hands. Driving down the leg side.
He was willing to paddle it down behind the wicket keeper for a run. Look
Gently
at this.
played on the leg side.
Yeah. Wide given. So, anyhow, 1 run had come. So, after 5.2 overs, it's 36 for 2. Talking about Shikhar, he's a young bowler. He's otherwise very crafty bowling on a liner length that has been hit down to mid-wicket on 1 knee. So, that was slightly short. Oh, had the batsman coming forward, a quick run, but run was always there.
That was a very good fielding. That's the last ball. Just a single. Just 1 ball remaining of the power play now.
Being a spinner, you want the batsman to come out and play on his front foot instead of allowing the batsman to go back and hit you. Oh, down the leg side, we got to see whether it was off the bat or pad. In fact, it was a leg by. I had a doubt. Yes, it is a leg by down the leg. So that is the completion of the 6 overs. 6 overs completed, and Dumka chasing a victory target of 163 or 40 for 2. The fall of wickets, 1 for 2, 2 for 26.
Just under 7. require somewhere around 9 runs over from here now to go ahead and win this match. It is not going to be easy. Anything over 140, 150 on this pitch is never easy to chase.
But definitely add to it that the wicket is playing far better than earlier matches when we had rainfall. And on a drying wicket, it was always difficult to chase down anything. As a new bowler, Aditya Singh is in 10 matches, 8 wickets, and his economy rate is 5.41. Very, very good. These all are very young lads. Aditya, he seems to be an off spinner. Good high arm action. One has to wait and see. Aditya didn't. 40/2. Oh, good ball on a length. Driven gently down to long on for a single or mid on, I would say. One more run added. Aditya, very good action for an off spinner. That ball was a slightly quicker ball, but on a slightly shorter length, allowing the batsman to play it down once again to mid-on for a single. Now Alok on a strike on 9, Mohit at the other end not out 6. And that ball once again played back to the bowler. 6.3 overs 42 for 2, needing 163 to win this match.
Just 2 runs coming off this over from Aditya Singh. That would be taken there. Is that taken? That's a wicket. And what a wicket for Ranchi Raiders.
I was thinking that the bowler has been hit on the ground, but he played straight to the fielder. Look at it. He's quack at it straight in the hands of the fielder. Very, very good catch. I was...
and Ariman Sen behind that catch there. Very good catch from
Alok
Ariman
Sharma caught Ariman Bowladitya. That was a magnificent piece of fielding, a beautiful catch. One-handed, he took the catch. So another wicket falls. That happens when you are chasing a score, anything over 8 runs per over.
Dumka in trouble? Yes.
I don't say a trouble. One good partnership can bring them back in the game.
The question is who is going to get that partnership for the team? Because a lot of pressure after Ayush Kumar coming in to replace the dismissed man. 129 runs coming off in 5 innings at a strike rate of 137. So hard it does.
137 strike rate is quite good. 48 being his best. So he's a pure batsman, no doubt about it. I was saying that one good partnership can bring them back. So let us see what happens. So at the earlier stage, look at this catch. Oh, what a catch. Falling to his right.
One of the best catches I think in the tournament so far.
Maybe. Very well taken. In fact, it is always difficult. You are falling to your left, taking the ball on your right hand. That has been hit down to long on for a single. 42 for 3 after 6.5 overs. Exactly 130 runs needed. 1 run taken, so in all he has given away 3 runs. I have been able to that ball was short, right down to onside. There is no need of playing like that, leaving your wicket open. See the replay. Playing to fine leg for a single.
नॉर्मल रहेगा नॉर्मल.
Dumka 44 for 3 after 7 overs. Long way to go. 119 runs needed of the 13 overs remaining.
बस ठीक है आदि ठीक है. तुम ऊपर आ खाली. आदि थोड़ा बाहर. बस ठीक है. तोड़ के रहना. दो कदम.
44 is the score. 7 overs gone. That has been played wide of the bowler down to mid-off, and the bowler himself had to run back and field the ball. Not before the batsman crossed over for a run. So 45. Played gently away from the bowler's left side and took a single.
बहुत अच्छा यार मोहन. सबायार बहुत अच्छा यार. बढ़िया प्रजापति बहुत बढ़िया.
Ayush on one. On the other end, Mohit Naravai driving slowly down to point for shortest cover. Only one run given of this 3 balls, once again driven down to the fielders, but had time enough to take a single.
बहुत अच्छे यार.
46 for 3. Look at the last ball played to the left of the fielder, and once again driven but very well fielded of his own bowling, moving quickly to his left, picking up the ball very well, not allowing the batsman to go for a single. Tight bowling by Shikhar. Once again, off his hips, he plays it down to mid-wicket. Not more than one, and very well bowled. Very tight over. So here's the point table. Dhanbad leading the points table with 28 points. There are 4 matches. Bokaro following with 24. Dumka Devil on 20. Singham Strikers on 16. Ranchi Raiders also on 16. So, out of that, 4 teams will qualify for the semi for a single. One more untaken. Aditya is the bowler, bowling his second over. 48 for 3. Mohit batting on 10. Slightly short. Once again playing down to long on for a single.
I think it's good going for Ranchi so far. Haven't given too many runs to Dumka. And that is what is required of the Ranchi bowlers to restrict them of getting those boundaries.
You are very right. This single zone to harm Ranchi, or trying to play it on the onside, play it too early, a ball getting the outer edge of the bat rolls down to offside. 9.9, nearly 10 runs per over needed now.
And don't you think 10 runs is a lot to get from here? If the wickets fall down?
Yeah, to maintain that run rate throughout the innings is a difficult task, and if you are not maintaining the required run rate, will go higher and higher.
And with every third ball, it has to start it come up with every ball. And 50 coming up for Dumka Daredevils in 8.4 overs. That should have come from Aditya Singh there?
In fact, he's played on. I think he tried to trying to turn the ball on the onside of the wicket. After hitting the inner edge, the ball went on to hit the, look at the replay now. Oh, he was trying to square cut, getting the inner edge of the bat, hitting the off stump. So,
that was a really dangerous ball from Aditya Singh. Had to play very carefully, had to be played very carefully.
So bowled Aditya for 3. Ayush Kumar goes back, and now it seems things have
Finally,
become...
you are agreeing with me here. Dumka impression, huh?
Yeah, wickets in hand, anything can be chased, but when you're losing wickets quickly, then it becomes very, very difficult. Pressure for the batsman, but one has to see how Dumka goes from here.
Dumka will not be happy. But I think they are quite in a relaxed zone today, in today's match, because they have already qualified for the playoffs. And Amit Kumar Senior will come into bat next, 19 runs in just 2 innings, at a strike rate of 112. So not much batting has come off his bat. No,
He
not
has
much
been
runs.
sent to hit, I think. But talking about even if Dumka loses, they will be able to qualify. It's not that. The important thing is that any team, even if they have qualified, they want to maintain that winning spree.
Yes, definitely. I would agree with you on that part. They definitely want to maintain that momentum in the winning habit, and that streak has to come off in every match. But some days it's just off for the entire team. Like the same thing happened with Singhu when they just got all out of 74, and 9 overs gone. It's 51 for loss of 4 wickets. Mohit Kumar and Amit Kumar Senior are on the crease.
And on the other hand, Ranchi are playing out of their skin. They know they have to win at any cost to qualify for the semi-final.
Do or die situation will make you perform this way. So I wish it's every day a do or die situation for Ranchi Raiders. Only then will they perform. What do you have to say about that?
Well, sometimes the pressure, too much of pressure, you are performing below, and some of the times knowing that you got to get it, you play more than expectation.
So,
what Ranchi did today, they played brilliantly, brilliant batting.
Satyendra Prajapati has been brought in to bowl his first over. No wickets so far. And he will definitely be looking to take one. That's the 10th over in progress. And Amit Kumar is taking the strike for the 10th over. Driven to long off.
So, that was short on the leg stump, hit down to deep square leg, but there's a fielder running to his left. Right, feels the ball and throws it back, restricting only one. Dumka needs here's the last wicket. Oh, last ball was required run rate is 10.55 per over.
Just creeping up to 11 runs and over from here now. And just singles are coming off. No boundaries have come off in last few overs. So just one ball remaining for the 10th over. That should be a single. So 5 runs coming off this over. This wouldn't be harming Ranchi Raiders at all.
Not at all. They want to keep this required run rate high so that 107 needed of 10 overs or 60 balls.
The score trend, this is the worm that you see on your screen. So early wickets for both the teams. The first over, both the teams have lost wicket, and the moment they try to accelerate, they go on to lose the wicket. So far has been happening with Dumka and Ranchi. After losing those early 2 wickets, they stabilized the innings and didn't lose a wicket for a long time in the innings.
Required run rate is 10. Look at the last wicket that fell. Ball on a length, chopped down on the stick. Very dejected, the ball batsman trying to cut it. Got the bottom edge of the bat and the ball went on to hit his wicket. So that's how the last wicket went down. Very unfortunate on the part of the batsman. Vivekanand is a new bowler in 10 matches, 16 wickets taken. Very good. The economy may be on the higher side, but he's a wicket-taking bowler. And you need to have quick wickets to get your opponent down on your knees.
One more wicket is what Ranchi will be searching. Brought Vivekanand Tiwari for his first over in. Just missed the wicket by a whisker there. That could have been run out.
Bowler of his own bowling, quickly onto the ball, moving quickly to the cylinder off reason, had a shy at the wicket and missed the stumps by a whisker, rightly said by Pragya.
So this is the run out chance you see there. And Vivekanand Tiwari just missing the wickets there.
The ball went past the stumps. He was nowhere near the picture.
Had it hit the stumps, he would have been far off the crease there. But good attempt by Vivekanand Tiwari, who wanted to pull the ball away.
That was a ball to be hit. Unfortunately, hit straightway to the fielder, shot mid-on. Here's the carbon Kamal catch. Look at this. High catches. Giving a fielding practice, looking at the fielders, how. And that one has been played down. The next ball, now what a beautiful play. Beautifully placed to the left of the point fielder, away from the fielder at deep third man for 4. A square third man for 4. Back with the carbon Kamal catch.
Between 2 Ranchi players.
Yeah, between 2 Ranchi players. Here's the next ball coming up. Vivekanand. Short, rising, hit, strike. But the ball fell short of the fielder down at the deep square leg boundary. After one drop, the ball was fielded well and thrown back to the wicketkeeper. 62 for 4 after 10.4 overs. Runs not coming, and the required run rate going high and higher and high. So it's a difficult task now for Dumka Daredevils to win this match.
101 runs would be needed from here for Dumka Devils to win the match. Just I think maybe another 10 overs, 9 overs.
Now it is 9.1 over. Very difficult task.
6 runs have come so far from this over. Unless it is anything over 9 or 10, that wouldn't help.
Gently diving it down to a square third man for a single. That is not going to cause any damage to the Ranchi team. So after 11 overs, the score is 63 for 4. Dumka chasing a victory target of 163. Exactly 100 runs needed of 9 overs.
So this is the match summary so far. Ranchi Raiders putting a good score up there. Oh, that's 162.46 in 20 overs. In reply, Dumka has just been able to get 63, losing out 4 wickets in their 11 overs. So 100 runs would now be needed. 54 deliveries to go ahead and win this match from here for Dumka Daredevils.
That is 11 runs per over, well bowled at the first ball of the over. That ball sails over the bat of the batsman trying to play defensively. Amit Senior is the batsman taking up the bowling of Satyendra, who has bowled very well. 1.2 overs, giving away only 5 runs. Going forward down to long off for a single. Plays it gently. Mohit now has come to take a strike. Is not out on 18. And Amit Senior is on 7. Oh, hitting very close, but not able to save from here with the ball hit the inner edge of the bat and then went to hit his stump. Hit his front pad. Very close thing. Maybe the ball going down the leg side. It is very difficult to save from here. In the meanwhile, the next ball was played down to offside for a single. 65 for 4 after 11.5 overs. Once again going back, trying to steer it down. No run. The fielder at short third man.
Just 2 runs coming off this over. The last over. That's the last ball. And a good fielding by Ranchi Raiders so far. They have very well successfully restricted Dumka, and very good job by the players on the field. 12 overs won is 65 for the loss of 4 wickets, and Prem Kumar Singh taking 1 wicket, Aditya 2 wickets, and there was a run out. The very first over there was a run out.
Being the captain of the team, it was good to see the field placement of the Ranchi captain.
And also seeing him perform today was another treat to watch.
And the bowlers were supporting bowling to that field. If you bowl to your field, you are not giving many runs to the batting team. So the bowlers have done a good job. And the captain has done exactly, placing their fieldsman on the right spot.
Vivekanand Tiwari will come in to bowl his second over, and this is the 13th over of the innings. Not much time left, but a lot of work to do for Dumka Daredevils if they want to win this match today, which I think is slipping out of their hands from the kind of situation they are in right now. It looks like the match is slipping slowly away from their hands. That was the last ball. So the partnership is 16 runs in 20 balls between Mohit and Amit. That's good bowling from this man. Misfield, but there's a fielder in the deep there. So required run rate creeping up to 12.52 runs and over.
It's a very, very difficult task now for Dumka to chase that score.
And Ranchi making no mistake today. Very good thing. So far, we haven't seen this kind of performance from Ranchi, but it's good to see the momentum back for the team.
So one can say other way around that Ranchi had their opponent on the mat and they are not letting, oh that was a wide ball shot, rising and wide declared by, that was a bouncer and declared, look at it, the batsman had no intention to play at it. 13th over, 2 balls gone. Steered down to backward point for no runs. In fact, good field setting by the Ranchi captain and the bowlers bowling according to their feel. That also helps to keep the runs down. Right at this moment, we have 3 fielders near a bat on the offside. Oh, bowling on a very good length and quick single results. That's not going to harm Ranchi at all. 69 for 4. After 12.4 overs, Mohit batting on 21, Amit Senior is on 8. So far, 4 runs have come. That ball has been played or the ball taking the inner edge of the bat rolls down towards square leg for a single. Trying to hit on the offside, ball taking the inner edge of the bat rolling down towards square leg for a single. 70 for 4 now after 12.5 overs. Look at it. He was willing to play it on the offside.
Last ball of the over. Good bowling. Very good bowling. 13 overs gone for Dumka innings here. And now Dumka seems to be in trouble. I don't think so they'll be able to take this match away from Ranchi from here. So no partnerships have come off anyone in the Dumka batting lineup. So the first wicket partnership was just for 2 runs, second one 24, third 16, fourth 8, and the fifth wicket partnership, which is the ongoing partnership between Amit and Mohit, is 20 runs.
Now the run rate required is more than 13 runs per over.
So can Ranchi register a win with a big margin today? That's the question, because it would really impact the net run rate. However, if they win this match, it wouldn't really matter. They will qualify for the playoffs straight away. And there's a quick single taken by both the batsmen there. So Manishi has been brought back to bowl his second over, and that's his first ball. Been very effective with the ball today, not giving away, rather I would say, just 5 runs coming off his first over. So good bowling from Manishi. 5 overs, 5 runs so far, including this one ball, and that will run away to the boundary for a 4. So well timed. So Mohit Kumar, that's the 4. Cut and into the boundary for a 4. No chance for the fielders. Just went between the fielders there. Good timing. So 80 for 4 in 14.2 overs, 34 deliveries remaining, and 83 runs would be required. Now 82 runs would be required of 33 deliveries at a required rate just under 15 runs an over. That's 14.91. So it's good running between the wickets that we are seeing between both the batsmen. They know it's difficult to get those boundaries or sixes, but they definitely want to decrease that margin of the defeat.
Last ball of the 15th over, played down to short third man. That has been hit powerfully down to squarish cover, deep extra cover for a single. One more run at it. And now 5 overs or 30 balls, they need 79 to win this match. Almost 16 runs per over. You know, 1 over you can hit 16 runs, okay, but for 5 consecutive overs to maintain that run rate or bring down that required run rate down to 10 or 15, you need a big over of 20 odd runs. Dumka, who have already qualified for the semi-final. Look at that. In reply to Ranchi's 162 for 6 in 20 overs, they have so far scored 4 for 84 in 15 overs. Batting is Mohit Kumar, not out on 28. He's the lone man standing between Ranchi and Dumka. This has been hit very hard for 4 pass, where the fielder down to the mid-off, long-off boundary was very angry with him after stopping the ball. Look at it. In fact, it was down the long onside. He had the ball under control, but could not manage to keep it inside the boundary. So 4 runs resulted. This attitude is also needed, that why I could not field it and let the ball slip out of my hand to the boundary. And this has been once again powerfully hit. We want to see 6 runs, very well connected and very well hit by Amit Kumar Senior. Oh, look at it. That ball was in fact lofted past extra cover, to the right of extra cover for 6. So 10 runs coming off 2 balls. Is he the man to do it for Dumka? 25 23 balls. Amit Senior. Two very attacking stroke. He seems to be a very powerfully built and very powerful man, strongly built. Once again, hit down to long off for a single. Now look at this. Very hard hit. Play down to extra cover once again. Deep extra cover, in fact. Maybe whitish mid-off, you can say, for a single.
Two good hits come off this over in Satendra Kumar Prajapati's over. That's hit down the ground, but there will be a fielder there. After those two boundaries, he's bowling well, not given any more, thankfully. So that will be end of the 16th over after this ball. Just a single should come off that one as well. It was in the air for quite some time, but just falling short of the fielder there. So that's the end of the 16th over. Not a good bowling from him because two big shots coming in this over. 65 runs would now be needed of 24 balls. To be precise, just 4 overs now remaining. So 65 needed of 4 overs, and that's the Dumka dugout. Not looking very happy today. They know it's slipping out of their hands.
Exactly, more than 16 runs per over needed. Mohit on strike to the bowling of Manishi goes forward, walking down the wicket and playing it down to long on for a single. Manishi has a run for 14 of 2.10. He's a very accurate bowler. Very good spinner. A short ball. A very lucky batsman trying to cut the ball. The ball sails over his bat through to wicketkeeper. He could have been caught behind. On his body, turn straight to square leg for a single. 16.3 overs, 100 on the board.
And 50 coming up for this partnership between Mohit and Amit. So 100 coming up on the board for Dumka Daredevils quite late in 16.3 overs. Required run rate is now 18 runs and over. Very high. Not easy, especially when they've been lagging behind from the very first start of the innings today. That would be stumped there. Wanted to come out and hit the shot, but stumped.
I told you, Manishi is a very wily guy. He saw the batsman coming down, quickly bowled, short and out of the reach of the batsman, down to the offside, and the wicketkeeper had no difficulty in getting him. So he's out. He was playing well, but the target, Amit Kumar, stumped Pankaj, bowled Manishi for 28 of 27 balls. He did hit some very good shots, but the run rate required was much too high for him. So another good wicket goes down.
Sonu Kumar Singh is coming in to bat. 2 innings, just 1 run, as strike rate of 33. So he's a bowler, not getting any chances to actually bat. So now I think the tail-enders have started to walk in. That should run away to the boundary for a 4. And a wide as well.
Seeing the batsman coming down the wicket, the bowler bowled it outside the leg stump, and this was the last wicket. Manishi got that wicket. And a reverse sweep once again. Well, we'll have to see whether he got it on his bat or not.
Why don't they just put a fielder there who could stop those kind of balls?
You can have fielders not right behind the wicketkeeper.
Just somewhere, a little
To the left or right of the wicketkeeper.
They don't have any fielders there. 2 shots, simultaneous shots going away.
Generally, that doesn't happen. If you have a deep fine leg or a deep third man, you get enough time for
52 runs will be required of 18 now. So just 3 overs and 52 runs is a lot of target to get in 3 overs, 52.
more than 17 runs per over. Dunga chasing a victory target of 163 in 20 overs. Now need 52 of 18 balls. Very difficult. But nothing is impossible. In 1 over, maximum of 36 runs can be scored.
You think they'll be able to score 36 plus 36 plus 36?
You don't have to.
Anyways, so Vivekanand Tiwari is coming in to bowl his 3rd over. So too much in pressure today, Tumka Daredevils, and that's what was required of Ranchi to show their full potential in the tournament. None of the matches have showed the kind of potential these players have, and now we're realizing in the last match of the tournament the kind of potential Ranchi players possess, especially the skipper. What a knock it has been from him today.
That is because you have that will to win this important match to qualify for the semi-finals. They put everything in him. Every player did their best.
It's good bowling. So Vivekanand Tiwari, that's the not too full length, but a good length that was to bowl at. The last man to be dismissed was Amit Kumar Senior. And a dot delivery, the first ball of the over. So Sonu into bat with Mohit Kumar. That's in the air, and that should be stopped by the fielder there. So no boundary coming off this ball as well.
That ball, the batsman played that ball, opening the face of the bat over the square third man, but there was a fielder running to his right, and it was covered by the fielder running from point to cover that stroke. In fact, the fielder in this square third man region was able to stop it. 17.2 overs gone, 112 for 5. 33 Mohit not out. He's the lone man fighting a lost battle, I'd say. I shouldn't say that. In fact, it is said nothing is lost till the last ball is bowled, but it's chasing near impossible things now. 2 balls gone of the 18th over, 112 for 5. You need to have 163 in 20 overs. So now it is 9 balls remaining. In fact, 15 balls remaining.
And 20 runs would be required every over from here. So 3 balls, 20 runs would be needed of these 3 balls. Slipped already out of Dumka's hand, as per what I think. But as you always say, that's bowled in.
Dancing down the wicket to hit him over the bowler's head. He missed the line of the ball completely, and the bowler was able to hit on target, clean bowl. So another wicket goes down. Dejectedly, Mohit walks back 33 of 40. He was fighting it out, get near to the target, not losing by big margin. But it was a lost battle. He was fighting it out. Anyway, nothing is lost for Dumka since they have already qualified for semi-finals. So they may have kept every energy for the semi-final. New man in is Harshdev Gautam. 3 matches, 1 innings, and he scored 1 run. Yes. Purely a bowler is good bowler. Harshdev. Vivekanand bowling. 1 for 14 of 2.4, and that ball, the batsman shying away, going back. And the ball didn't bounce that much, that pitched short. Oh. Harshdev is purely a bowler. Oh, once again ducking. The ball not rising that much outside the off stump. So, in 2 overs, 50 runs needed. The equation is straight. Get 25 runs each over and you win the match, or else you are losing. Very, very difficult now. I'll still say it is not impossible, but near impossible. Left arm spinner has been hit with the spin. Oh, we have to see whether it was a 4 or a 6. It should be a 6. Let us wait and see where exactly the ball was hit. Down to mid-wicket, swung around. Yes, left-hander got it all right, and the ball was over him. And the fielder, in trying to take a catch, fell down because he hit the ropes. 119 for 6. Once again, and that ball, in trying to heave it round to leg, wraps him on the pad. Left-handed batsman. And that one was played down to point straight, and a very touch and go situation, but the batsman was well home.
Already slipped away from hands of Dumka Daredevils, and that's the last ball. just managed to get in, and a single. Just left with 9 deliveries and 43 runs to get off those 9 deliveries. So what?
That last ball did jumped off a good length. Not a good sign for the batsman. It was not short, but or the batsman trying to reverse it, missed it completely through to the wicket keeper. Look at it. And then trying to hit it down to mid-on, he didn't take it properly on his bat. 1 run resulted. 1, 2, 2 for 6. 41 is needed of 6 balls. Now you can say that it is impossible now, provided the bowler doesn't bowl 2 wide or 2 no balls, yes. Then you have a free hit to go for 6 runs. So things are well in control of Ranchi, and they are through to the semi-final.
Now, I think Ranchi has taken away this match from Dumka, and last over of the innings, 41 runs would be needed of this last over. That's Ranchi dugout, and how happy they must be after winning this match. They will qualify for the playoffs, and Singham strikers, it will be hard luck for them. That's in the air, and that will be taken. Very good catch.
That is the 7th wicket down. You were talking about Ranchi qualifying, but if you are winning by a big margin, that also helps your run rate going high.
Yeah, but after the playoffs, the run rate will not be in any consideration because you'll have the playoffs. But yeah, it's good to have a good net run rate when you qualify for the playoffs.
Generally, number 1 plays the number 4 teams and the number 2 plays the 3 teams. So
we need to see where Ranchi qualifies in what
That's
position.
why I was talking about that run rate.
Because Dumka will still stand at 20 and Ranchi will go on to 20 as well. So we need to see what run rate each team has. Yes, rightly said.
So Ronit Singh is the new batsman. Gently playing it down to point for a single. Look at the last wicket. And a swing at the ball, hitting. Oh, very well taken. Running forward, taking the ball. In the process, he fell down, but did not allow the ball to go off his hands. Very good, well just catch taken. Playing it gently on the offside for a single. Now 3 balls remaining, 124 for 7. Vivekanand 2 for 16. He has bowled really well. Harshadev on strike. Last 3 balls. A played off his legs down to right on, 1 run taken. He actually plays it from the half volley. He drives it down to long on for a single. Ronit on the strike, not out on 1. Harshadev is on 3. The total is 125 for 7. When Dumka started their innings, they needed 163 runs to win this match. Short, rising, and gently played down to the extra cover region for a single. Last ball coming up. If at all it is not a no ball or a wide, this should be the last ball coming up. Slowly played and gently played down on the offside for a single. You saw the replay right now. 126 for 7.
Ranchi will win this match with a huge margin. And just 1 ball remaining. 37 runs would be required of that 1 ball. So just a mere formality for Dumka to face that last ball of the innings. That should go away for a 4, but doesn't matter. So 8 runs have come off this over and a wicket. And after 20 overs, it's a very good win for Ranchi Raiders by 32 runs. And now they will qualify for the playoffs. So we have 4 top teams qualifying in the playoffs. That will be Bokaro Blasters and Bad Dynamos, Dumka Daredevils and Ranchi Raiders.
Oh, you are so happy
I
to
am
see
indeed
your
very happy.
team through to the semi-final.
Yes, because not because it's like my district or something, but look at the way they've batted today. 162,
Wonderful.
6. Real good display of batting and bowling as well.
Yeah.
So they deserved it completely to go off to the
They
playoffs.
were as if they were fighting for their life.
Yes, and they didn't leave any stone unturned today. That was the best thing about the performance.
They
from
batted
Ranchi
well,
today.
they batted well, they bowled well, they fielded well.
That's the last shot on the last ball of the innings, but it wouldn't bother Ranchi. Convincingly going on to win with 32 runs. And what a win and what a qualify for the playoffs for Ranchi Raiders today. Very well done. This team has come off really good in the last match of the tournament today. And we see this team with flying colors. Dumka wouldn't be disappointed because they themselves have qualified already for the playoffs. But now they know that the 4 teams who are qualifying for the playoffs, who they are, Bokaro, Dhanbad, Dumka and Ranchi. So the run rate would decide who plays on who. That would be on the 1st. We don't have a match tomorrow. So it would be a rest for the players. Much needed rest because they have